This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. San Diego police are investigating a deadly crash that happened in San Carlos over the weekend. This happened around 11:30 Sunday morning. San Diego police say 4 people were inside the car. One passenger, a 14-year-old girl, was killed and a pedestrian was seriously injured. Police say the driver of the car went up on the sidewalk, hitting an 18-year-old man before then crashing into the center divide on West Navajo Road. Police say the driver suffered a broken ankle while 2 other children in the car, ages 1 and 8, were not injured. Anyone with information on the crash is asked to call Crime Stoppers. We are expecting an update to this afternoon, that is, of the San Diego Humane Society as they continue its efforts in this massive animal rescue operation that is involving more than 300 animals. Some video here from Sky Ranger 7 shows Humane Society officers taking care of several cats from the Villa Chardonnay Sanctuary in Julian. So far, more than 160 horses, 200 cats, and dozens of other farm animals were discovered there on that property. A federal judge granted ownership of the animals to the Humane Society on Friday. Court records indicate the sanctuary filed for bankruptcy and a trustee filed a complaint detailing allegations of negligence and poor care. County leaders say a potential criminal case is now under review. The countdown is on to help decide who will be California's next governor. The June primary is now just less than a month away. Early voting officially kicked off this morning at the Registrar of Voters, and as NBC7's Audra Stafford shows us, some San Diegans couldn't wait to cast their ballots.
The Registrar of Voters office opened at 8 a.m. and even though today is only day 1, several people showed up here before the doors opened to cast their ballots.
It is the most American thing to do is to have your voice heard through the ballot box.
Ryan Tribuco was one of the earliest early voters. 15 minutes after he walked in, he was back out with his I voted sticker proudly displayed on his chest.
I already knew who I was voting for, so it was very easy for me to just get it done early, and then move on with the rest of the day.
Voters are being asked to weigh in on a number of races, most notably who should be our next governor. There are 6 Democrats and 2 Republicans vying for the seat. Only the top 2 vote-getters in the primary will move on to the general election in November. So now it all comes down to the ballot box. Registrar of Voters Sean Brom says mail-in ballots have been sent to more than 2 million registered voters, and with more days and more ways to vote, both Brom and Tribuco are hopeful San Diegans will make their voices heard.
Yeah, well, it's hard to predict voter behavior, of course, but when we look at past gubernatorial primaries, we look at about 35 to 40%. So, of course, we hope for a higher turnout.
We may not be the most perfect country in the world, but the one thing that we at least can hold dear is our right to vote here, our freedom of expression, and the best way to do that is to vote.
The Registrar of Voters office will be open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for early voting. And starting tomorrow, you can drop that mail-in ballot off at any official ballot drop box location throughout the county. For a link to the full list, go to NBC7.com. From Kearney Mesa, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC7.
NBC7 has been keeping up with candidates on both sides of the aisle. You can watch our full conversations with them by heading to our website and clicking on the Politically Speaking tab. And in just 2 days, NBC News and Telemundo will host the next gubernatorial debate. You can watch it Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on NBC7. Meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi, Sheena.
Hi there. As we head through the afternoon, we're not going to see much warming. It'll be cloudy, still a little breezy, chance of sprinkles, mid-60s at the coast, upper 60s inland. Mountains and deserts will be gusty and cool. Rain chance goes up tonight and overnight, some passing showers into tomorrow morning. So by tomorrow morning, I think we're still going to have some scattered showers around, mostly light rain, and then through the afternoon we're going to dry out, but tomorrow's still going to be a cool day, mid-60s at the coast. Rain totals about a 1/10 to a 1/4 of an inch, so not expecting much. By the end of the week, the coast will be warming into the mid-70s. We'll take a look at everyone's 10-day coming up.
Thank you, Sheena. Still ahead, growing calls to save an injured sea lion in La Jolla, why rescuers haven't been able to reach him. And hundreds of crime survivors will rally at the Capitol. The changes they say they can't wait any longer. That's coming up.
We are rolling. Your left, I'm sorry.
Let's do this.
Where do you get your information from?
Well, definitely start with the local news.
The reason why I love listening to local news like NBC, they give the facts.
California families could feel
They have a genuine interest, first as people and second as a news team.
Because this is their community too.
Sometimes the news isn't always fun. Bringing it to us every day in good and bad times is something that we rely on.
Nice to have you with us.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. Dozens of crime victims from across San Diego are now on their way to the state capitol. The group left San Ysidro around 5:30 this morning and are heading by bus to Sacramento for the 13th annual Survivors Speak conference. They'll be joined by hundreds of other crime victims across the state to demand victim support, healing, and crime prevention. Two local mothers whose sons were murdered years ago say they still have difficulty dealing with their children's deaths.
Well, it's hard for us to get up in the morning. It's hard for us to do really anything, go to work like a normal person. It's hard for us to get up and cook. It's hard for us to live. Myself and my husband both attempted suicide. And we're not the only story here in San Diego that have attempted suicide or throughout California or nationwide.
You know, we hear a lot of, like my son been murdered since 2001. We hear a lot of, you should be over it by now. But, you know, when you lose a child, you never get over that.
The two-day event will include a march and rally on the grounds of the Capitol tomorrow morning. The conference is organized by Californians for Safety and Justice and Crime Survivors Speak. It is the nation's largest network of survivors of crime. There are growing calls among the community to help an injured sea lion that's been spotted there in the La Jolla Cove area. Video posted to social media over the past week shows that the animal has some major cuts and gashes on its back near its tail. People on social media have lovingly nicknamed the seal or the sea lion Mark. SeaWorld tells us that it is aware of the injured animal and says its teams have attempted to rescue him. It says Mark has continued to go in and out of the water, but when on land, it's frequently been in an area that is inaccessible or unsafe for rescuers. SeaWorld says it is continuing to monitor Mark with the assistance of lifeguards. NBC 7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
On January 22nd, I got a phone call from my daughter.
Rolling.
All right. She said, Mom, the water's already waist high. And we were all scrambling.
There's been 2 wildfires that have come through. We were able to watch NBC 7, and we knew that as long as they were there, we were going to be okay.
We're going to be here. We're going to keep an eye on things.
Because of you guys, they acted.
This is the source of all of this neighborhood's problems.
Everything can be so unpredictable, and we rely on this coverage.
And that's a tornado warning.
Hi there, I'm NBC 7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. Cloudy and cool today, little breezy onshore wind, chance of sprinkles, upper 60s for the inland valleys, mid 60s at the coast, so it's going to stay cool all afternoon. Mountains, deserts, much cooler today, around 50 in the mountains, 70, around the low 70s in the deserts, gusty west wind. Let's look at future weather because the rain chance will go up tonight. Some passing showers overnight and then into early tomorrow. First half of the day tomorrow, shower chances will be the highest, drying through the afternoon. Tomorrow's still going to be a cool day. After tomorrow, we warm up. That'll be the warming trend that puts us back into the 80s inland and mid 70s at the coast through the weekend. Mountains and deserts also warming after tomorrow.
This is just the best. Look at this at San Diego International. This was the scene as dozens of local veterans returned home from their honor flight. This weekend's trip to Washington, D.C. included 90 veterans who served in World War II, the Vietnam and Korean Wars, and we spoke with some who say this was really a once-in-a-lifetime experience that they'll never forget.
So much better than when I came home in '73. If I had it to do all over again, I'd do it the same.
I know I'm standing on the shoulders of other vets that have gone before me, and I really appreciate them. Seeing that all these veterans ahead of me sacrificed so much, it really touched my heart.
Oh, it's such an emotional moment. This is the homecoming a lot of these service members never got. Honor Flight San Diego has been operating since 2010. It's part of a national network, and during that time, more than 2,200 local veterans have traveled to D.C. across 32 flights. More coverage to count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching.